Chris, just what's been the process, especially for you seniors, I guess, from moving on from that loss and just realizing and appreciating kind of this final home game?
We still just realize we can finish this out, the season strong, and still do something that has never been done here, is to, get 3 back-to-back 10-win seasons. So that's kind of what the message has been. And then we just also playing for each other, because it is senior week, so we just want to go out there and do it for the guys to our left and our right.
Chris, Drinkwitz was talking about after the game how you all are in a similar situation after the South Carolina game last year. What can you take away from that final stretch where you were able to get that 10th win in the bowl game that you would like to carry over to this year?
Kind of similar to what I just said. We're such a tight knit group. Like, I want to go out there and still play for Catalan or Zion, just the other seniors by me. So I just want to get that message to the seniors, and for the young guys, I want them to play for us and kind of maximize their potential for these last 3 games.
Questions?
Chris, I know Coach talked after the game on Saturday about they just kind of ran out of gas defensively in the second half. I mean, was that, what do you think happened late in that game? Was it just the dam finally kind of broke?
Honestly, just from watching tape yesterday, I think we just had too many mental mistakes. Nothing crazy that they did. It's just stuff that we normally don't do that we did and put on film that is just disappointing, I would say. But like I said, we got to work past it, on to the next, and let's just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Chris, you talked about leaving Mizzou better than you found it. What are your goals for the rest of the season to do that?
Right. Just kind of lead by example, and show the young guys that what to do to make sure something like this doesn't happen again, and to finish strong, and just, don't come in here with our heads down or something like that, and just still be positive, because like I said, we still have a chance to do something that's never been done here, which I think is still pretty legendary. So that's kind of like my mentality going into these next couple weeks.
Chris, Mississippi State has a couple of pretty different quarterbacks that, with Blake maybe injured.
Mm-hmm.
What is the kind of the challenge of preparing for 2 stylistically different quarterbacks there?
I really don't know if the quarterback play will be the deciding factor. I think more of just the overall offense. Just from watching a little bit yesterday, they're kind of like a higher speed, tempo type of offense, so we need to kind of overcome that. Not so much the style of play from whoever the QB1 will be that day.
I know A&M did a lot with just quick passes after the snap to try and mitigate the rush. What's maybe the natural adjustment, and what do you guys do to maybe try and counter that as a defense?
Right. So what we were saying at halftime of that game was just ball's coming out quick. We're not going to be able to really get home as much as we'd like, so just hurry up, rush to a spot, get your hands up, trying to muddy it up the throwing lane. So that was kind of like the main adjustment we made.